morning. Great to have a full house. Thank you so much. And you did such a wonderful job just teaching another one of Reverend Jay's foundational teachings. Before I start, I wanted to touch on Reverend Madge's message last Sunday. I wasn't here, but thank you to technology, I was able to catch it online. And she was talking about building our spiritual foundation. And that's right in alignment with what we were talking about, what I've been sharing, and what's really been on my heart. And the importance of sharing these foundational teachings with others and doing my best to practice them. So I feel blessed to have been shown a spiritual foundation. Thank you, my mom and dad. My mom is here with me today. Thank you for encouraging me to go to church. Because they really going to church, and that really helped me. And with my parents showing the way, helped me create a really strong foundational with my spiritual foundation. And I may not have acknowledged that then, but I'm so grateful for it now. And it was a 3-hour church, so it was long. So that foundation has allowed me to build a structure or a home that's best for me. And it may not look like a traditional Christian home. The walls might be a little bit different colors. I've added room by room. Might be a little janky. Definitely doesn't fit into or appear to fit into some neighborhoods. But I know it always provides me shelter, and it's a safe place for me to dwell. And I know my foundation is sturdy. And I have faith that whatever I build upon it will be reliable and strong. So when Kendra and I were discussing what we wanted to share today, I was talking about, oh yeah, Reverend Jay used to talk about hiring to our guides, our helpers, those authorities on the other side, when we're looking for something, when we're searching for something or an answer or help. And she said, I think of it more as partnering. And I said, okay. She said, because the hiring word doesn't really resonate with me. And she said, have you ever hired anyone? I'm like, yeah, actually I have hired a couple people. And she said, well, I haven't. So that doesn't really resonate with me. It's more of a partnership. I thought, oh yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up, because in my line of thinking, I'm like hiring it, but I wanted the message to be shared so that everybody can resonate with it or relate to it. So thank you so much for that. So several years ago, I was in a psychology program, and one of the classes I needed to take was statistics. It was like, I'm so traumatized by it, I don't remember what it was, but it was like statistical psychology or psychology and statistics or whatever it was. And I was really struggling because I had a lot of math anxiety. Maybe some of you have math anxiety. So I walked in just, and the instructor was super cool, super nice guy. And he had been a statistician for like 20 or 30 years. So he spoke like way over my head, like way over my head. And I was an adult learner. So I sat in the front of the class so I wouldn't be distracted by anything else. Probably had my hand up the whole time. So I'm like, I don't understand. Even went to the math workshops that they offered, kind of that tutoring. I was still completely lost. So I show up to the Home Spiritual Center. And Reverend, always come home. And Reverend Jay was talking about hiring or partnering with our guides, those teachers, the helpers on the other side. And he talked about asking for the help for what we're searching for. They're just waiting to help us. They don't have a physical body anymore, but they can work through us. And in return, we send up that wonderful earth energy to them. And so he shared many times, and I will probably butcher it, but I think he did too when he shared some of the stories. He shared about a story that he was working on some project, or his boss gave him some project, and nobody could figure it out. And he had been working with his guides and his teachers for so long, partnering with them, that it was almost an instant thing for him. And he's like, okay, I need some help. And he got this message to go look in this drawer. So he went to the drawer, and he was able to put all the pieces to the puzzle together, whatever it was. And he presented it the next day, and his supervisor, I think, was like, how did you, never mind, I know you're kind of into this woo stuff, whatever, but thank you, you know. And so that was such a lesson, you know, and I appreciated when he shared that, because he was truly demonstrating, just demonstrating. And I thought about the message for several days and maybe even several weeks. And I thought, well, what do I have to lose? Like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I not a lot of faith around that, but that was the truth of it. So I said, okay, if there is a statistician on the other side that is willing to help me, I'm hiring you. Because I didn't really need to know, in my mind, I didn't need to retain any of the information. I just needed to pass the class. I wasn't going to go into any kind of research and, you know, with my degree or anything. And so I kept repeating it, and I kept that thought. And the more that I did, the more it seemed plausible. So needless to say, I got it like an A- in the class. Thank you. Thank you. And the only thing that I remember from that class, and I've shared this many times, is the word outlier. But I couldn't remember what it meant. So, you know me and definitions, I had to look it up. So I got an answer for you. So it's an observation that lies an abnormal distance from other values in a random sample from a population. That was the whole class, like, right? So basically it's a straggler. So it's in a data set, it throws off any of the statistics. So I love the example that was given. It says, if you're measuring children's nose lengths, your average value might be thrown off if Pinocchio was in the class. There you go. That's an outlier. So nowadays, I really do feel like I'm partnering with the divine, with my spirit helpers, and with the guides. And I have faith, and I get really specific now for what I want. And I'm really in that co-creation, really doing this together. And with that help, I ask for it to come clearly so that I can recognize it. And I really ask for it to come gently, because I'm kind of over learning it the hard way, or hearing it the hard way. So I just ask just to recognize it, and to, when I feel it and I hear that small, still voice, just recognize it. So I was looking through some of Reverend Jay's older talks, and I want to leave you with this quote. We are spiritual beings demonstrating a physical experience, making our words flesh. Tell me, and I will do my part. We will manifest right action for this physical form, so that we can walk with grace upon the earth, being a living demonstration. I know it kind of chokes me up a little bit. Good one. Yeah. Good. So with that, we're going to kind of, we're going to do our meditation at the end, and it's going to be a song, so we will have to close up. So I will turn it over to Madge for announcements, or am I doing an offering? Oh, offering? Oh yeah, I'm just offering. Yes, I'd like to do the offering. So as you prepare your offering to the home center, put it in your hands, and this supports this beautiful place. As all of us are volunteers, and you know, your support really helps. And for those of you online, it is paypal.me/HomeCenterSalem. So if you put your gift in your hands, say thank you for this center. Thank you for the ministers. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for the members. We're in deep gratitude. And we know whatever we give, that we will receive 100-fold, and that will meet all of our needs, all of our wants, and all of our desires. And we do say this in love and light. Amen.
Yeah, well, let's go around.